Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back on it with the Sullivan family because they keep coming. They keep having rants. Zoe is on like a downer at the moment, and she is constantly accusing people of coming for them. I don't know who she's talking about. I can't for the life of me think of who that person might be, but I'm here to report on the facts, and I only report on the facts on this channel. It's not about opinions, although sometimes I do give my valued opinion sometimes, but we try to stick to the facts, and the facts are that these are pimping out their kids and endangering their lives. That's a fact, right? I don't think there's anybody that can dispute that, although we're gonna talk about somebody who has tried to dispute that later on in this video. But Zoe, first up, she put up a blog post on Facebook. If you're not following her on Facebook, go over there and have a look at that. But here we are, I bring it to you right now. This is what she had to say. Sunday, which was yesterday, in fact. Lots of flow pictures tonight, as I actually haven't taken any new ones today. Check out her little freckles. They're just the cutest. She posted pictures of her child. The youngest, is it? Flo? Yeah, the youngest one. Posted pictures of her, and obviously she's proud to share her child to thousands of people. 80,000 people, in fact. That's not a few, is it? That's one or two more than she should be being shared with. Anyway, I had to do bed changes this weekend, and quite frankly, I couldn't be asked. So I procrastinated as much as humanly possible whilst doing it, even though I know fine well that it will take me even longer. I'm like that, right? I am like that myself. I will procrastinate these shit videos that I have to do on a daily basis, right? Not saying that they are, well, I don't know. Anyway, right? You know, when I have to cover people like this, I procrastinate it, even though I know I will do it, but it just takes me a bit longer than it should, because I'm thinking, do I have to listen to Zoe's voice again, right? She goes on to say, I know for sure I'm not the only person that does this when doing something that they don't really feel like doing. Yep, as I mentioned, that's me. For most of us, life is pretty routine. Most of us tend to do the same thing day to day and week to week, don't we? We do. I get up every day, I do a video every day, I do another video most days, and that's my routine. People complain about it though, although Zoe here is saying that it's perfectly normal, you know. So who am I to believe, right? We had a few people on our Facebook this week say our content is getting pretty mundane. I saw those comments, in actual fact. They were classic. They were. But isn't that what life is a lot of the time? And you know what? That's okay. Of course it's okay. Life is mundane. That's what life is all about. You just get on with life, you carry on doing things, you carry on doing your life, etc, etc. I mean, I could make up a load of shit for content that's not true, but I don't really want to do that. So what you see is what you get. That's right. What you see is what you get with these. And unfortunately, most people don't like what they see, right? But yes, you could make up shit for content. That's what a lot of people do. That's what YouTubers do. Unfortunately, it's the nature of the game on YouTube. Because if you don't make up shit, then, you know, you basically, your channel's going to die out. I'm sorry. But, there you go. Real day-to-day life is pretty standard, pretty samey. That's why the little trips out, the little walks in the sunshine, the beach walks, the woodland walks, the simple things in life are so important. Don't get me wrong, the big things, the holidays, the special occasions, the birthdays, etc. are amazing. But for most of us, unless you are the Kardashians, that doesn't happen every day. Now, it's very interesting that she should reference the Kardashians, because I had a comment recently which kind of, it was this. So this comment was left on the Sullivan's or Zoe's video where she was complaining about trolls and haters and all that good stuff, right? And this person said, that certain person that constantly makes money off slagging family YouTubers off because he apparently hates kids being online, etc., wouldn't dare go after the Kardashians, would he? So somebody else pointed out that I wouldn't dare go after the Kardashians, right? So at first I thought maybe it was the same person as or maybe it was a Sullivan, but looking at this here, I would say Zoe's read this comment, hearted it, as you can see, and has taken the comment and used it for her own purposes, repurposed it, in fact. So I just found that very interesting that I'm not quite sure what. By the way, would anybody be interested in me actually going after the Kardashians, even in like a little short video, just to say how bad they are? Because, you know, obviously everybody knows that they are bad. But to say that I wouldn't dare go after them is a little bit misguided because I don't really care about them, right? They do wrong things and I report on wrong things in that sense. I'm not afraid of the Kardashians. I'm not sure if they think that they're gonna come for me or what. I don't know. Anyway, I might just do a video just to piss Zoe off about it, I think. Zoe goes on to say, social media has geared a whole generation to think that their lives are not good enough, not glamorous enough, that they are not exciting enough, not fit enough, not pretty enough, not thin enough, and then there are creators like us just here keeping it real. Yes. Brilliant. That was such an impassioned speech with such a brilliant ending to it. I love that. Zoe, you have a way with words. Brilliant. So everybody else on YouTube or social media are making people feel not good enough, not glamorous enough, not exciting enough, not fit enough, not pretty enough, not thin enough, and then there are creators like Zoe and Ben just keeping it real. So they, you know, they are not they're not just any old creators. They are they're ones to be inspired by. Fuck's sake, seriously. Yeah, I agree. Fucking hell, seriously. Sorry, Zoe, I know I've sworn a little bit here, right? I don't mean it. It wasn't directed at you. I'm not laughing at you. We're laughing with you, okay? I'm laughing with you, Zoe, not at you, okay? I would never laugh at you. You're a lovely person. I love you, Zoe. We all love you, Zoe. You have such a lovely family, Zoe. You're amazing, Zoe. So inspirational, Zoe, etc, etc. She goes on to say, so yeah, we may be a little dull, a little samey, but I'm okay with that, thanks. The thing is, Zoe, right, not that I'm trying to encourage you to be something you're not and to try and exploit your kids even further, but if you're going to just have that attitude, right, you can't, because this is your business. It's a business. It's not just you saying, right, we film our lives, and if you want to watch, you want to watch. You actually have to go out there and grab people's attention, right? As a business, you have to do that. She goes on to say, I'm happy in the knowledge that I don't need to badmouth others or make them feel small to make myself feel better. Yes, but Zoe, you're okay, perfectly okay with exploiting your kids and endangering them to make yourself feel better. Is that what you're saying here, right? I mean, that's not any better, is it? Let's be honest. You know, putting your kids in danger on a daily basis is not a good thing, right? Seriously, it's not. We are also the lucky ones, as we get to enjoy the same things every day with our pretty awesome bunch, which is fine. It's fine. I have no issues with that whatsoever. I think you should enjoy your family, right? For you, your family is lovely, right? They are lovely for you, right? They're not lovely for me. I don't care about your kids, right? Well, I mean, I care about protecting them from people online, but I don't care about what they do on a daily basis. I don't really care if they've been to the woods today. I don't care if they've been for their woodland walk today. I don't care that they've been to the beach today. I don't care that they had spag bol today. I don't care if they had lasagna soup today. What the fuck is lasagna soup anyway? I don't care anything that they're doing on a daily basis, right? So for you, your kids are pretty awesome, right? And I get that. That should be how it is. That should be how you view your own children. But what's not normal is how other people view your children as awesome. Now, we're going to go on to somebody who left a very lovely comment on my latest Sullivan's video, who had a very different outlook to the one that I had, and was a little bit taken aback by certain comments that I have previously made. So this person said, I find it offensive that you refer to people who watch the Sullivans as perverted and have the wrong reason for watching their channel. So I'm not a pervert. I'm a 66-year-old woman. Right. So basically I have put out the narrative, right? And I don't mean that everybody that watches them are perverts, right? I don't mean that genuinely, right? But I have said quite often, why would you want to watch somebody else's kids? Because there is no other reason to watch somebody else's children. There's no reason, no valid reason anyway, to watch them. But so I've said that quite a few times. I don't mean that everybody watching them are perverts, honestly, but I'm asking the question, why would you want to watch them? Right? There's no reason to watch somebody else's kids. They're not your children, right? She says, I'm a 66-year-old female and do not have any perverted intent. Like TV shows of old showing wholesome families, people like that sort of content, plus the cleaning motivation, cooking, baking, and all the activities and love they show their children. The difference here, right, is that this is not like a TV show of old, right? You cannot say that vlogging your kids' everyday movements and vlogging their privacy and everything else that goes with it is exactly like watching TV actors, child actors. It's not the same thing. It's absolutely nowhere near the same thing, right? She goes on to say, it is a feel-good, wholesome family, and I do not think the viewers are perverts. That is continually insinuated. If the children don't want to vlog, they respect that. No. First up, no, right? If the children don't want to vlog, right, they don't get the choice. The older ones do get the choice, right? And they choose not to be on the vlog mostly. But the younger ones are constantly on the vlogs, right? Now, the younger ones don't have the ability to consent to being put on the vlogs for life, right? They don't have the consent. What you're saying is that 2-year-old Flo, is she 2, right? Something like that, has the ability to say that, or to understand that she is being put out online for thousands and thousands of people to look at, right? She understands the ramifications of being on the vlog and have her image plastered all over, not just over the Sullivan family YouTube page, but all over the internet, right? She has the ability to consent and understand that her likeness, her image, her clips, her videos are possibly being used by, predators for bad intent, right? So you're saying that a 2-year-old can understand that. If you're saying that, then that's just, you just need to understand. And if you don't understand, just take those words I've just said to you and look at it. And if you still think it's okay for this to happen, then you need to look at yourself, right? Because there is no way in God's given earth that any 2-year-old can consent to this. No 2-year-old can understand what they are saying. Right? Any child would say, given half a chance, yes, mummy, I want to be on the vlog, right? Because they don't know what it is they're getting themselves into. They just think that they are agreeing or being, you know, just they want to be famous. Maybe they want to be on the vlog. They want to play with mummy and daddy. They want to make mummy and daddy happy, but they don't understand what it is they're doing. The parents do, or they should do. They should have researched this before they actually put their kids anywhere near YouTube. But it's up to the parents to guide their children to do the right thing. Now, their parents clearly are incapable of doing that. So that's why we are telling people like yourselves what is wrong with it, so that you can make an informed decision yourself and hopefully come to the right decision. And she goes on to say, so how about leaving them alone and let them do their job? The problem again here is that it's not their job that they are doing. It's the children that are doing the job for them. Yes, Ben may edit the video. Yes, Zoe may appear in the video and talk about nonsense. But at the end of the day, it's the children who are being put in harm's way and the children who are doing the job for them. So now I'd like to share with you just some of the comments under this thread, because quite a few of you make very good points and there's a back and forth discussion to be had here. So we have, you are complicit in the bullying of their children. How does that make you feel? Why do you support people who exploit their children? How on earth can you compare real children to child actors? Child actors get paid a wage. These children don't, hence they're being exploited. Child actors are playing a role. These children are having all their personal details splurged to all and sundry without their consent or without their permission. Please have some thought for these poor children if you feel anything for children at all, and stop supporting people who do this to their own kids. And there is a very good point there made about the difference between child actors and TV actors and YouTube actors or YouTube kids, right? There's a huge difference, and quite a lot of people don't understand that. They think they're the same thing, but they're not, right? So then we have, we didn't suggest everyone who watches is that, referring to the perversions and stuff, right? However, there are that kind of people who target these channels. At your age, surely you know that. Also, no, they do not respect the privacy of their kids at all. The older ones, except Isabel, are clearly not interested in what their parents do. Also, it is not a job. So yeah, the younger ones, as I've explained already in this video, they don't have the choice anyway. Even if they wanted to choose, they don't have the ability to know what they're choosing for, right? So the original poster then comes back and says, I do not condone bullying at all. I am totally against it. The children all appear happy and enjoy the camera. As Ben and Zoe have always said, if they don't want to do it, they don't. They obviously love their parents. Obviously, they love their parents. Of course, that's why they're saying, I want to be in the vlog. I want to be with my parents, right? That's why they're doing it. But this is a clear case of a person who follows this channel who doesn't understand the actual ramifications of this channel existing and of the kids appearing in the channel or on the videos, right? They don't understand the actual reason why it's a problem, and this is why we're trying to get it across, and I'm trying to put this across in the nicest possible sense. And the reason why I'm sharing all these comments, because a lot of you guys have very good points to be made and have made them better than I could anyway, right? So She then goes on to say, yes, at my age, I certainly am aware that there are people like that. They are everywhere. The children are always under parental supervision when they are not at school. And this is exactly the issue. Well, one of the issues. She doesn't understand. She thinks that we are saying there are predators outside ready to grab the kids. Yes, there are, right? But also, mainly, we're talking about online predators. We're not talking about people who are ready to snatch them, right? We're not talking about that. We're talking about people who take their images and do horrible things to those images, and that is the danger that we're talking about a lot. Obviously, we are talking about in real life, it's a real life danger, but online, and this person doesn't seem to understand that, or doesn't know that that's an issue. So we have another reply, and Jackie says, hi Susan, you're a total stranger to me, and I have just learnt your age, your name, what TV shows you like to watch, that you like cooking and baking, and you like watching cleaning from one single paragraph you wrote. You've just told us 5 facts about yourself that you was clearly happy to share. Now, take 2 minutes to think about the fact that you know probably 50 facts about those children from those amazing parents, 50 facts from people who in reality are strangers, 50 facts about innocent children that have no clue that you, Susan, a total stranger, know about them. 50 facts that those children couldn't consent to you knowing. Imagine being one of those kids, Susan. Now, I've not said you're all perverted, nor have I seen anyone else say it. Except for me. I said it a few times. What we have called you all is enablers. The truth is, you are all enablers. You are supporting strangers who put their kids on a plate to the Preds, and you see no harm in it, which enables them to keep doing it. However, the wholesome Daddy Ben has bought genuine sex workers as followers on Facebook who are panting over the kids, and he won't stop buying them as he is desperate to get to 80,000 followers on Facebook, which, by the way, they've already managed, and is desperate to get a play button. If he can happily buy these creeps on Facebook, then what else is he capable? I mean this respectfully, the kids that don't want to be on camera have no hope now. It's too late. Their wholesome parents have already told the world every little private detail about them, so please don't ever use that to try and justify this. And that's a very good point, and that bit on, because by the time these kids are old enough to give some sort of consent, whether or not they want to be on the vlog, everything's already been talked about them. Every last detail's already been mentioned about them, so it's too late by the time they're able to consent to anything. So this one, in reply to the whole the predators wanting to snatch the kids, right? And she says, what about their images being used by the weirdos on the internet though? I'm not on about being snatched, etc., but they have already experienced people obsessing over the children, for God's sake. So yep, there's very real and proper danger online, right? There's so many people out there who have bad intentions online over the kids, right? And there will be, I guarantee it. Promise you, Ben, Zoe, I promise you that is actually a thing, right? You don't need to try and defend yourself over it, because it won't wash, it won't work. It is an actual thing, I promise. I'm sorry. So Jackie comes back and says, unfortunately, these enablers are too far gone to realise they're that invested and transfixed in their next daily fix of what strangers' kids are doing that they will never see what they are supporting. So Susan came back and says, I didn't realise to enjoy a wholesome family vlog made me an enabler of any sort of perverted wrongdoing, that I needed a daily fix of it. A little extreme, don't you think? Well, I don't think so, because basically, if you break it down, what Ben and Zoe are doing is giving their kids to the perverts, right? And the only reason they can do that is by people who support the channel, therefore the enablers, right? You are enabling Ben and Zoe to give their kids to perverts. That's it, the exact thing that you're doing. So I'm not surprised you like to support these people. Look how you're twisting everything that's been said, just like Zoe did in her pathetic attempt at getting all you suckers feeling sorry for her. You enable them to carry on exploiting their kids, so that makes you an enabler. That is a fact. Go and do some research on the difference between fact and accusation, please. Do you have grandkids? Would you tell thousands of total strangers every last personal detail about them? If your answer is yes, then you are also a danger to kids, just like the Sullys are. If you say no, you wouldn't, then why the F are you? Happy with knowing all these things about a stranger's kids? Do your research and find some proof of why what they're doing is a good thing, and then come back to me and we can talk. We all know you won't, as there's not one bit of evidence out there to suggest child exploitation is a positive. You are truly wasting your time trying to convince real and honest and genuine real men and women that there is no wrong in what they're doing. So exactly that, and we'll leave it at that, because I think everything's been said here that needs to be said. I haven't shown any of these comments or users in order to shame anybody or bash anybody. All I've done is try to show a picture of why it's wrong to exploit your kids, why it's wrong to expose your kids to everybody online, why it's an issue, what the problem is, and hopefully not just this one person, but anybody that's watching the Sullivan's videos, please don't take what I'm doing or anybody else here doing as hate towards the Sullivans, right? Some people don't like them. That's up to them. I don't hate them. I hate what they do, right? I hate what they're doing to their children. That's what I'm trying to get across. I'm giving you facts and information, and I'm trying to educate on the situation and why you shouldn't be exploiting your children. The Sullivans, yes, there are many hundreds, maybe thousands of families out there who do the exact same thing as the Sullivans, right? But these are amongst the worst, despite only having like 20,000 subs. They're amongst the worst that I've seen for what they do, because of the sheer amount of children that they have, the level that they go to put their kids out there, the level that they are exposing, the certain camera angles that they've exposed, the absolute lack of care about exposing where the children live, where the children go to school, where the children will be on a certain day, where the children can be found, inviting passers-by to pop by to their house if they want to, showing everybody where you can get to the children through the back garden if you want to. Everything is geared towards exposing your children to the world, right? It's so desperately ingrained in them to try and, in their search for this 100,000 play button on YouTube, they're so desperate for that they don't see what they're doing is wrong. because other people do it. I think that's probably where Ben and Zoe are going wrong. They think because other people do it, it can't be bad. But Ben and Zoe, do your research, right? Do your research into why it's wrong. Listen to people, listen to myself, listen to people on my channel, listen to other channels that are talking about child exploitation and the dangers of putting your children on the internet. And this doesn't just apply to family vloggers, it applies to everybody who wants to put kids on the internet, everybody who wants to post their pictures of their grandkids or their kids on Facebook. Less and less people are doing that now, and there's a reason. It's because it's dangerous, right? It doesn't become less dangerous because you're vlogging for a living. In fact, it becomes more dangerous in that sense. So those are the reasons why I'm doing this. It's not hateful, it's not for hate purposes, but if we can get a few people to change their minds on the Sullivans and everybody other family channels like it, then job done, I think. Until next time, guys, please give this video a massive thumbs up. I'm almost out of vocal cords now, as you can hear. Please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you all so much. Have a lovely day. Take care, and bye bye.